Hello there, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Samantha and this is my channel where I talk all about books. Anyway, today I'm coming to you with the first video in a three-part series, I think. Basically, I recently got a bookshelf. We're gonna do an overview of this in just a second. But yeah, basically, I recently got a bookshelf. It was in May or June, I think. Basically, I moved rooms a couple months ago when my sister and her husband moved out. I took over their room and it is now officially my space. And it has a lot more space than my old room. So one day I was moving my stuff around because basically I lived out of 2 rooms for about 2 weeks because I just couldn't be bothered to fully make the switch. So I was moving my books around. I was looking at them like, what should I do with these? And I was like, you know what? I think it's time that I actually get a bookshelf because I haven't actually had a bookshelf for about 5 years. I've just been making do, basically throwing books on any random shelf I can find. I did about 2 years ago have a sort of bookshelf area, but it wasn't really mine. I couldn't really do what I wanted with it. Anyway, so this is like a really long-winded thing to say that I went onto Facebook Marketplace, found a bookshelf, and I got it. And here it is. But actually, little story time with the bookshelf. It was on Facebook Marketplace for £10. They're the Billy bookshelves from IKEA, but they were slightly damaged. That's fine. Anyway, so they were really cheap, and the place was like 5 streets over from my house. So I messaged the girl. It was like 9 p.m. on a Wednesday night, and I was like, hey, can we come pick up these bookshelves? And she was like, yeah, come on down. So they thought we were going to be able to get the bookshelf out without taking it apart, and that really wasn't possible. So basically we struggled with it for like 20 minutes, and eventually my mom was like, okay, I'm gonna go home and get some tools and then come back, we'll take it apart, and then we can take it downstairs. So she went and did that. Like I said, it was only 5 streets away, so it was really easy. So yeah, she went and got the tools, we took it apart and everything, finally got it down after probably like 45 minutes after we got there. Anyway, and the girls were just like, you know, this has been such a hassle, just take it for free. So that's how I ended up with a free bookshelf, and it's perfect. It's everything I ever wanted when I first started my booktube channel 8.5 years ago. So there's my introduction to my bookshelves. They're here. I love them. Anyway, but basically they're a mess. They're a complete mess. They don't reflect my reading taste at all. Like the actual books on the shelf don't reflect my reading taste. So I am going to be doing 3 parts. First of all, I'm going to unhaul some books, which is what we're going to do today. Then I'm going to be hauling in some books. And then finally, we are going to reorganize everything once I have everything that I need. So basically, yeah, this is the first part. So we are going to unhaul some books. And basically, I'm just going to go shelf by shelf, look at everything, really evaluate whether or not I'm going to reread it or anything, and then get rid of some things. So yeah, let's get started. Although, first of all, I will mention some books that I already got rid of. So ages ago, I got rid of The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I gave this to my friend Evie back in like February because this was like my first DNF of the year. I started reading it, really couldn't get into it. So I was like, you know what? She might like this book, and also the cover is gorgeous. So I'm just gonna give it to her. So yeah, I already got rid of that months ago. And then ages ago, I also decided that I wanted to get rid of It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey because I absolutely hated this book with my entire being, pretty much. I gave it like 2 stars. It was just trash. Awful. I hated it. So I also decided to get rid of this one. And then recently I DNF'd Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds. This book's just not for me, and so I don't think I'm gonna rate it very highly, so I decided to stop reading it. So yeah, I'm also getting rid of this one, and those are 3 books already gone, and let's go through the rest, shall we? So first of all, here's an overview of the mess that is my bookshelves. So I've got loads of space, as you can see, to still fill, and then just lots of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go by shelf. Wow, how to make yourself feel short. I feel so short right now. Okay, shelf number 1. This is gonna be difficult. Okay, I do want to keep those for sure. Okay, I'll keep that. I don't know whether to keep this or not because I really enjoyed this one, but I feel like I'm probably not gonna reread it, and quite possibly someone else will enjoy this more than I did. I don't know. Will I reread? I think I will. This definitely that. Yeah. I think I might get rid of these because I did not enjoy the reread as much the second time around, and then I didn't like this one that much. I do want to read the final book, but I think I'm just gonna get the ebook or borrow it from my library, so I don't need these. But then I just bought them last year, so I feel guilty getting rid of them already. I don't know. That's definitely, yeah. I want to reread this. I haven't read this book in like 9 years, but I want to reread it and see how I feel about it. I'm keeping these for a video, and likewise keeping these for a video. Heart of Glass is staying, of course. Court of Thorns and Roses is staying. This, yeah, I'll keep that for now. Yeah, okay, yeah. This whole shelf is staying. Okay, so those are staying. This means I home for. I think, okay, these are the most beautiful covers ever. These are the British hardback editions of the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, but I tried to read this one, I didn't like it, but this one is so pretty. And I want to keep it just because of that. And like this one's my favorite, and then this one, but I just don't think I'm gonna ever read it. So I just don't know. I don't know. I'm so torn about these because I love these covers. So I think I'm gonna keep them for now because I have space, so you know. Love these. Keeping that. Okay, these are going. I'm doing a little gremlin squat right now. I have been meaning to reread this book for years because I actually enjoyed it, and I didn't like Six of Crows, so I thought maybe I would like this series more. But it's been such a long time, and everyone shits on this series, so I think I'm just gonna get rid of it because like I'd have to reread this, then read this one, and the last book. Yeah, and I don't even think I rated it that highly. I think I gave it 4 stars. There's a bookmark. Why do I leave bookmarks in all of the books from years ago? I'm definitely getting rid of these. This is like my TBR section here. So I'm keeping all of these. I started reading this the other day. I read like the first chapter, and this one I'm definitely getting rid of. I think that maybe I would have enjoyed this when it first came out in 2017. I read a lot of reviews after reading that first chapter because I was like, I don't know. And literally everyone said that this is like any other YA fantasy that they'd ever read. So yeah, it's Frostblood by Ellie Blake. This was like a proof as well that I got in a fairy loot box. So I've always like kept it because of that, but this one's going. I don't know what is making me keep my Morgan Matson books, but like I feel like I want to reread them. And I don't know why, because they were all like maximum 4-star books even when I read them. So I don't know why I'm so like attached to them, but I just feel like I would have really enjoyed them. I don't know. I don't know whether to keep Morgan Matson or not. I don't know. Okay, well, at least I know that I'm getting rid of these ones for sure. All 10 of these. So that's good. Okay, I'm gonna have a think, and then we're gonna come back and talk about all of the ones I am getting rid of. I've thought about it, and we have like 22 books that I'm getting rid of. So I already mentioned 3. So It Happened One Summer, Opposite of Always, and The Starless Sea. Those are already gone. And then on top of that, I have 19 other books. I think that maths makes sense. Yeah. And then I don't know. I'm looking at it. I'm still thinking there are definitely books I could get rid of, but then I have these videos planned where I want to reread them, and so I'm keeping them just for that, which is kind of a stupid reason to keep books, but like also the nostalgia factor. So hopefully by the time we finish this whole trilogy of videos, I've got rid of some other ones as well. But for the moment, this is what I'm getting rid of. So those 3, and then I'm also getting rid of History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera, which I enjoyed this book, but I've never thought that I was going to reread it, but I've been holding on to it. Like through all of the unhauls I've done recently, I've been keeping it because it's signed and personalized, and I liked it a lot, but I'm never going to reread it. So I'm like, why am I keeping it? I do really like the cover, and I like the fact that it's signed, but like looking at it on my shelf doesn't bring me any sort of emotion. So I think that that's a sign. And then I am gonna get rid of You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. I really enjoyed this book, but like I said, I'm not gonna reread it, and I think someone else will probably enjoy it more than I did. So I would like to pass it on to hopefully a new home that like really loves and cherishes this book instead of just enjoying it. And then I was thinking about these ones, and I was like, you know I bought them last year, but like I just didn't enjoy them, or like I just didn't enjoy these as much as I hoped I had. So yeah, I'd rather someone else enjoys them, you know? Then, like I said, I'm gonna get rid of Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. It's been 8 years. I still haven't continued on with the series. I'm never gonna do it. Let's just get rid of them. And like I said, Frostblood by Ellie Blake, not my thing, so this is going. And then I was really thinking about it, and I have actually decided that I am going to get rid of Since You've Been Gone and The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. They're both like really chunky young adult contemporary romance, like that I enjoyed them a lot when I read them, but I just don't think I'm ever going to reread them. They're gonna fall. They're gonna fall. And then I'm also going to get rid of all 10 books in the Confessions of Georgia Nicholson series. I've been rereading this series, so I am going to reread the last two, and then I'm going to get rid of all of them because I'm just not going to reread them again, and I don't need to own them because literally like they're 10 books taking up a lot of space on my shelf. They're all pretty tiny books, but like I just don't need them, so these are going as well. And yeah, I think that's it for now. I might also be getting rid of White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo because my sister was interested in reading this, so I think I'm going to give this to her. Potentially another book to get rid of. And then, like I said, I'm not sure about the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy because they're so pretty. And what if I do want to read them? I don't know. Anyway, and then the top shelf, like there's a lot of stuff to reread and then probably get rid of. But anyway, that was part one of glowing up my bookshelves. This is kind of the destruction phase. And then we will construct the bookshelves a bit better in the next episode when I haul some books, which means I have to get buying. So that video is probably not going to be for a long time, but when it's up, it's going to be exciting. So yeah, I need to buy some books that really reflect my reading taste, like my favorite books that I like borrowed from the library. This is so different from how I usually film unhauls, so this is really weird for me, but I hope you liked this format. I've seen a lot of people do it this way, and I've never like had a bookshelf to look at and like see, okay, what books do I want to get rid of, you know? That's not true, not never, but like not in a long time. So yeah, anyway, but that is all I have for this video. So I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below. And if you made it to the end of the video, leave a garbage can emoji because these books are going. Although they're not going into the garbage, don't worry. I will donate them, give them to friends, things like that. But anyway, that's all that I have. So I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye.